Steve Wilkerson getting checked out. He got checked out a couple hours ago from the hand specialist, and I haven't heard word on how he's doing yet. So we will know. We should know more here in the next hour or 2 hours about Stevie. John Means feels better today. Still haven't made a decision yet on opening day for him. We're definitely going to take a conservative route with John because he means so much to us and his future. So we're still weighing our options there, and a little bit unclear if John's going to be able to make the start opening day.
All right, Rock, if you want to lead us off, you can go ahead.
Hey, Brandon, you had said that, one of the biggest goals here was just to get out of camp healthy. How, I guess, frustrating, disappointing, whatever some of these setbacks been?
Well, I think that's the one thing about, especially with Means, is I feel like if we're trying to get ahead of this a little bit and not push him into a place where we're risking losing time with him down the road this season, but taking the conservative approach, hopefully he can make the start on the 24th. But if not, maybe a handful of days later or whatever that may be. So I think that, obviously it's disappointing that he's in this position right now, because we would all love to see him make that start. We just haven't made the final decision on that.
John Meoli, you're up next. Go ahead, John.
Brandon, you said you might hold out Austin Hayes today after he got his. Is he feeling better or worse than he was when we last spoke to you?
Yeah, just kind of got him on a tough spot, kind of that on the outside the knee, and I think if this was the regular season, he'd be in the lineup today. So I was going to play him, probably half the game, give him a couple of bats again tonight after giving him a few last night. But I just decided to give him a breather today, and hopefully he'll be back in there tomorrow.
Dan Conley, you're up next. Go ahead, Dan.
Hey, Brandon, based on what you said yesterday about the Means and who may pitch that Friday game, can you give us a sense of what the contingency be? Because obviously it looks like it won't be Cobb, correct? So do we have an idea of what those contingencies be if John can't pitch Friday?
I'm having a little bit of trouble. I'm going to guess what you asked, and then we'll go from there. You're asking me, since Cobb is throwing tonight, that it probably won't be Cobb and it'll be somebody else? Is that what you're –
Correct,
is that right?
Correct. So, and can you give us the contingencies of what that might be? Yeah,
so we're still trying to build up Cobb. I like for Cobb to go 4 innings today, but we'll see. He was, for me, he's the one starter that's a little bit behind the others in build up, just because of missing the whole year last year, and he's just not quite there yet. But hopefully we're going to get 4 out, get him stretched out a little bit tonight. I wouldn't see him coming back on short rest to pitch opening day. I think we have some other options that we can be creative with, whether it's LeBlanc, Malone, Eshelman, those type of guys. They would all be in the mix and all be part of the discussion.
Rich Dubroff, you're up next. Go ahead, Rich.
Yeah, Brandon, I know you talked about how you're not sure how many outfielders or outfielders you're going to take, but Dwight Smith out of the equation, is there a better chance that you might take someone like Cedric Mullins or Mason Williams?
I wouldn't say Dwight Smith is out of the equation yet. He just took some live at-bats against Hector Velasquez out on the field. We're still going to monitor him. He, like I said, we can activate him at any time. So he's just it's a possibility he could be on their opening day roster also. If he's not, I think that we'll look to look at our options and to see what else. I think that Cedric being on the roster already and playing very well right now will be an option. I think Mason's a nice player. He's got some major league experience that could play 3 spots in the outfield. I think he could be an option. But that's why, Hazy going not playing tonight gives Cedric an opportunity to take some tough at-bats against Steven Strasburg And I liked how much he's improved. He's a different player for me than he was the beginning of last year. He's playing like the way he's playing defensively. I always liked that, but he's becoming more vocal in the outfield, which is something we talked to him a lot about. You saw the defense that he played last night, and the swings have gotten more aggressive, and he just looks more confident in the box. So I'd like to see that continue. But yeah, I think both those guys would be options if we don't take Smitty with us.
Pete Gilbert, you're up next. Go ahead, Pete.
Hey, Brandon, does it feel, I mean, as you step back from the roster, everything going on today, the lineup and worrying about injuries, but stepping back, you're playing against another team at Camden Yards. This is a big step in getting towards back to actually having a season that for a while we didn't know if it was going to happen. Does it feel like a big day in that regard?
It sure is nice to be home and playing against another opponent. This is our first home exhibition game. And once again, just like last night, we're facing a very good lineup with Strasburg on the mound. So it's a Major League hardball game tonight. Last night we faced 7 All-Stars in the Phillies lineup, and then tonight we're playing the world champions from last year. So I think the intensity definitely raises quite a bit from just playing inter squads, and so it's nice to see another team, and it's going to be fun to see Davey and the crew, and obviously this is a really good ball club.
Joe Trezza, you're up next. Go ahead, Joe.
Brandon, just to circle back on Means for a minute, what have these last few days been like for him? Has he been throwing at all? Has he received any treatment? Has he had any testing? That kind of thing.
Yeah, no throw, just doing treatment, just getting some treatment in. So we were considering catch play here today or tomorrow, kind of seeing where he is from there. But like I said, we're going to definitely take the conservative route with him. And I know that it's so disappointing because opening day is a big deal. It's a big deal for all of us. And I have a lot of sensitivity to that he's making us potentially would make his first opening day start. And for that to be in question, I know he's disappointed. So, but we're looking big picture with him also, and we want to do what's right for him.
So is there a hurdle that he would have to clear in the next 24 hours or so for you to make that decision?
Yeah, I think that you have to start feeling better and go out and play catch and really feel nothing at all for the next couple days.
Dave Ginsburg, you're up next. Go ahead, Dave.
Brandon, with Dwight Smith, was that precautionary since he's just coming back from that COVID test and he's okay now in terms of putting him on the injured list?
Yeah, just because he missed so much time. So we put him on that injured list with the option to take him off anytime. But he just hasn't participated, and he hasn't gotten in full. He's taken at bats and he's done some individual defense stuff, and we're ramping him up base running wise. But he just hasn't played any games, and he hasn't really participated in a full squad workout. And now that we're playing these exhibition games, I'm not sure. He took some at bats today. We'll take some at bats tomorrow, and then we have 2 days of 1 day of workouts and then an optional workout. So we are going to fit some more pitching in for him and probably Santander to face a little bit more also before opening night, and then make a decision.
Thank you.
Pete Gilbert, you're up again. Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah, Brandon, as far as Alex Cobb, it felt like around here he's been kind of the forgotten guy for the last couple of years because it hasn't come together the way he wants. But from what you've seen of him thus far, and in this strange, bizarre year that we have, how much do you feel like you want to rely and look and be ready to rely on him to be the guy that the Orioles brought him in here to be?
Yeah, it would be fantastic. He had a real unfortunate year last year. I remember that. I think the home opener last year against the Yankees, where he really pitched well into the 6th inning, and then was never really healthy again the rest of the year, and missed the major bulk of the season, and he wasn't around. So I know that he wants to bounce back. I know that the ball's coming out of his hand good, and I'm looking forward to watching him pitch against a good lineup tonight. I think the most important part is that he comes out of the appearance healthy and feeling good about the shape of his pitches, and his arm feels good. And but yeah, to have somebody with the track record that he's had and the success in the league, especially this division over the years, it would be a huge boost for us to have him 100%.
John Meola, you're up again. Go ahead, John.
Brandon, you've been pretty interested every time Cole Stewart's been on the mound. How valuable is a look against a team like the Nationals going to be tomorrow in terms of figuring out how he fits in this year and what you have there?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to him pitching tomorrow. Like I've said before, we just got such a limited look at him in spring training that, we love the arm, but we just didn't see him pitch much in the spring training 1.0. He's thrown the ball better, and he's been healthy through this summer camp. So I think that we're continuing to watch, but it's an arm that we really like. I like the shape to his pitches. He's got major league starter stuff. So it's about going out there and being able to pound the strike zone with it and be able to work ahead of hitters, especially in this division. So yeah, we're watching pitch tomorrow night, and hopefully it goes well.
Dan Conley, you're up again. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, Brandon. So you kind of alluded to it a little bit, but with Anthony, how much of it today will be kind of evaluating how he does, and how much of it will just be if he gets out of this okay and healthy, he's going to be there for you on opening day?
Yeah, I'm going to play him probably 2 at-bats. See how he feels after the game tomorrow, and if everything is on track, then we'll play him again tomorrow night, and continue to get him at-bats the next 2 days after that also, with some little bit more base running and some more outfield stuff defensively. But yeah, everybody knows that I'm a big Tony Santander fan, and I'd love to have him in the lineup. And I think this guy's got a really bright future, and I just love him from both sides of the plate. So hoping that tonight I don't care about the results. If he punches out on two times on 6 pitches, I'm good. I just wanted to see him come off the field whenever I take him out in good shape.